Hello and welcome to this Pilates practice where we're going to be strengthening our core, we're going to be strengthening our back, our spine, our legs. So a little bit of everything. So consider this a bit of a full body Pilates practice. Now for this, you're just going to need a soft ball. If you don't have a soft ball, don't worry about it. You can just pretend that you have one when we get to that section. So all good. So make your way to the front of your mat and we're going to come down into a 4-point kneeling position, tabletop. So knees hip width distance apart, palms pressed into the mat, toes untucked so your feet flat onto the mat, shoulders over wrist. And we're just going to start off with some cat-cow. So neutral spine, looking down. Imagine that you have a mirror in front of you. So inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, lifting up. Inhale, drop. Exhale and lift. 3 more. Last one. Neutral spine. So draw your navel to spine, engaging that core, and you're going to lift your right palm up off the mat, overhead, open that right side of your chest and thread the right arm underneath your left. Left palm walks out in front, right side of the head on the mat. Take a few breaths here. Bring the left palm back to the mat. Open up that right side of the chest. One more time, right palm on to the mat. Now on the other side, lift the left palm, open the chest, thread that left arm underneath, head on the mat. Make your way back up into that tabletop position and we are going to come down onto the back. So swing your legs around, come down onto your bum and bring your knees up and hands underneath your thighs and just begin to slowly roll your way down onto the mat. Keep your knees up and your palms press down into the mat. Now I want you to focus on your core. So inhale, feel the expansion in your ribs. Exhale, feel everything draw together. Inhale again, exhale. Ribs come closer to your hips, your back flush down into the mat. Inhale again, exhale. Feeling that navel come into the spine. So imagine that you've got a corset on and each time you exhale, it's coming together even tighter, but you want it to a point where you can actually breathe naturally and normally, but you're engaging that core. Inhale one more time. Exhale. Palms back down. So from here, we're just going to do some pelvic tilts. So inhale, lifting the back off slightly. Exhale, back comes back down to the mat. 4 more times. Inhale up. Exhale down. Two more. One more. Great stuff. From here, bring your heels a little bit closer, so maybe where you can feel them with your fingertips. From here, we're going to do some shoulder bridges. So, back flushed into the mat. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. Lift up, squeeze the glutes, core engaged. Back down. Inhale to prepare, exhale, lift up. Back down. We're going to do this 5 more times. So keeping the palms pressed in to the mat and your shoulders on the way up. Come back down. Your core is a focus. You're keeping that engaged. You're squeezing your glutes. Coming back down. If I remember correctly, we have 3 more. So this is the 3rd one. Back down. Twice more. Back down. And back up again. Roll back down. Now we're going to bring in the arms. So as we roll up, we are going to lift the arms up and overhead. So inhale to prepare. Exhale. Bring in the palms over, the arms over. Hold, squeeze. Back down with the arms at the same time. 4 more. So we're showing love to our core, to our glutes, to our spine, helping to improve the mobility within the spine. Twice more. Keeping those feet pressed in to the mat. 1 more time. Back down. From here, we're going to do some leg circles. So right leg up into a tabletop position, toes pointing ahead. Core engaged, back pressed into the mat. So if you do a little shift where you put your fingertips, your thumbs underneath your last rib and your fingertips on your hips, and then just drop the back into the mat. Palms pressed in to the ground, lift that right leg up, toes pointing. We're going to go 5 rounds on one side and 5 rounds on the other. So 1 on the outside, 2, 3, keeping those hips as still as possible, working from your core. If you feel that you're lifting, make those circles smaller. Imagine that you're painting on the wall with your toes. 5. Now we're going to go the other way. So in and out. 1, 2, 3. If you're feeling stable, you can make those circles bigger. But again, we want to make sure we're working from the core. 1 more time. Bring that leg back into tabletop onto the mat. Now for the left side. So inhale, exhale up. Same thing, 5 out, 5 inwards. So I'm going to start in. So 1 circle. I don't know what you're painting, but I can see yellow and blue paint circles. I think that's 3, 4, and 5. Now for the other side, getting cramp in my toes. Okay, out 1 circle, 2 circles, core engaged, working our hip flexors here. 3, 4, and I can hear my hip. 5. Okay, bring that leg back into tabletop onto the mat. Coming onto your side, we are going to do some clamshells. So, arms stretched out underneath you, or your head, or your palm pressed into the back of your head. The choice is yours. Bring your knees together, end of your mat, and your fingertips on the ground. Inhale to prepare, exhale. Open that top leg. Engage the core, squeeze your glutes. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. Five more. Feel what's taking place in your body. I know for me, I can feel the power within my glutes. 1 more. Okay. And if you want, just tap the top of your thigh. Coming down onto your back. So we're going to do a modified swan dive. Now here, I want you to just drop your feet either side of your body and loosen the glutes. We're not going to be using our glutes for this. So we want to be working from our upper back and our core. So palms slightly more out either side of the body, looking down on your mat. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift up. Now in this position, keep on going. What we're doing here is we're providing mobility in the thoracic spine. And what we're going to do in a moment, if you want to come with me, is we're going to lift the arms off the mat. So 1 more here. Now lift, so inhale to prepare and lift the arms up. Now the difference with this is that we are now strengthening the upper back. 5 more. Inhale, exhale up. And imagine that you've got a marble underneath your navel. So you're lifting your core slightly off the mat each time you come up. 1 more. Coming back down. Make a pillow with your hands underneath your forehead. Relax the body. Bring your palms pressed into the mat and come up onto your knees and just begin to walk the palms back, lifting the knees up and coming into a standing position. Now, staying where you are, I'm just going to come around to the other side of my mat. So from here, Fingertips on the ground, and just begin to gently roll your way up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Head last. Roll the shoulders up and back. And we're going to roll down again. So inhale to prepare. Exhale. Rolling down slowly. Fingertips to the mat. Sway the body side to side. Back to center. Roll up, chin to chest. Slowly, core engage. You can bend the knees if you need to. Roll the shoulders up and back. One more time. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. Slowly back down. Let those fingertips drift and drop wherever they choose. Inhale. Exhale. Make your way back up. Now from here, we're going to roll down and come into a plank position. And we're going to do that 3 times. So inhale, exhale. Walk the hands out as you bend your knees. Hands coming down, palms pressed into the mat. Plank pose. Shift forward for 1, for 2, core engaged, 3, 4, and 5. Shift back, bend the knees, begin to walk back. Coming back up slowly to the top. Roll the shoulders up and back. Twice more. Improving our range of motion, engaging and strengthening the core. 5 more shifts forward and back. 1, 2, 3. Drop the knees if you need to. 4. Looking down. 5. Bend the knees. Hands come back slowly. Roll your way up. Now remember, in Pilates, it's not about rushing. It's about doing things with control and precision. So we take our time as we go through each exercise. Coming back down, walk the hands out to the front. Plank pose. Shift forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Walk the hands back. Roll back up. Roll the shoulders up and back. And we're going to make our way down one last time, and we're going to come onto our knees. So rolling down vertebrae by vertebrae, fingertips to the mat. Walk out into a tabletop, dropping those knees to the mat. From here, we're going to do some sunbird crunches. So knees hip width distance apart, palms pressed in, neutral spine, engage the core, navel to spine. Lift the left leg up, toes pointing back. Lift the right arm beside your ear. Inhale to prepare, exhale, crunch in. Back out. Inhale, exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Drop the right palm, left leg, and on the other side, exactly the same thing. Lift and point. Lift the left arm. Inhale, exhale. 2, 3, 4. Working that core. Lengthening the leg. 5, 6. Drop that palm, drop the leg. Awesome. Come back into a child's pose for a moment. Now clamshells on the other side. So I'm just going to shift my body round. Can I remember what side I done? Let's see. Right. So we started with the right leg up. So this time it will be our left. So arms stretched out, knees together, fingertips on the mat. Inhale to prepare, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Working that glute, feeling the strength each time you lift up and you squeeze. Keep that core in. And we're just going to do 2 more here. And if you're one of those people that are obsessed with doing the same number on each side, you might be like, she's missed one or she's gone over by one. My apologies. Okay, from here, come up and you're going to bring your legs out in front of you. So legs out in front, feet flex, so toes pointing upwards. And you're just going to bring your ball or your imaginary softball, all good, out in front of you. Straighten your back, looking ahead. Bum cheeks both on the mat. Arms stretched out in front. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. Over to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale over to the left. Inhale back to center. Keep that core engaged as you move. Feeling the movement within your waist. Feeling the stretch within your hips and your groin. Back to center. Twice more on each side. Inhale. 1 more each side. Back to center. Now, keeping in this position, you're just going to start to reach forward. So inhale, exhale, shift the body forward, back up. And I know the arms are burning. I can feel my arms just like, please give me a rest. Back out. We're just going to do 3 more here. Loosening up the body. And oh my gosh, release. Like literally, it doesn't matter how much exercise I do, it still aches, it still hurts. It's all good. All right, so from here, come on to your back. You can get rid of the ball because we're not going to need that again. Hands behind the thighs, roll down for some crunches. So feet pressed into the mat, palms linked together behind your head, and your thumbs on the back of your neck. So from here, core engaged, back into the mat. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift head and shoulders off the mat, back down. Now with these crunches, it's not about pulling on your neck. It's about working from your core. Keep the elbows out either side. So with your chin, you don't want it fully down to your chest. You want to keep that gap so you're not putting strain on your neck. This is about doing crunches with control and precision versus trying to get 100 in that are actually not even working for your core. Look in between your thighs. 2 more. Back down. Keeping the elbows out. Tabletop position with the right leg and then the left. So here we're just going to do some bicycles. So if you don't want to come with me, you can stay with the crunches. So inhale to prepare. Exhale. Left leg out, back into tabletop. Right leg out, back to tabletop. Side to side. Core engaged. Keeping that control. I think that's 6. 7. 8. If you need to take a break, take a break. 9. We're going to do 12. 10. 11. And 12. Full body stretch. Release. Allow your feet to drop to the side. Bring your knees into your chest, head lifted. Come up into a seated position. So just roll to the side of your body. Legs crossed in front of you, if that's comfortable. If not, you can find another version that works. So you might have your legs stretched out. From here, right palm on to the mat, left arm up and overhead, feeling the stretch within the left side of the body. Looking up, looking down, around. Left palm back down. Now for the other side. Right arm up and over. Feeling that stretch. Right palm back down. Okay, twice more either side. Once more. Okay, arms out in front, up, overhead. Interlace the fingers, palms up, looking up. Release. And shake it out. Thank you so much for practicing with me. If you enjoyed this practice, give it a thumbs up and let me know your thoughts with a comment. Continue to feel, explore, and connect with your body. Thank you.